Hi everyone, this is Soumyadeep Paul, a software developer at Amazon and a mentor at CodeKerdos. And this is day 14 of our DSA series. And in today's video, we will be learning a question which is again a practical implementation of the two-pointer method. So today's question is that we have two given arrays, ARR1 and ARR2. And we have two sorted arrays. Okay, we have two sorted arrays. Our job is to merge them into a third array. Okay, our job is to merge them into a third array such that the third array contains all the elements of both these arrays and it is sorted as well. Okay, so our job is to merge them. It is to merge them. So if I merge them, this has 4 elements, this has 6 elements. So in total, the merged array will have how much? It will have 10 elements. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So now in this entire merged array, I cannot just randomly place elements like 1, 3, 7, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 11. No, no, no. This entire merged array needs to be sorted. Okay. This needs to be sorted. So what I need to do is, my merged array should be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is what it looks like. So this is what we have to do. And in this problem also, we will be using the two-pointer method. So we will be having one pointer here and we will be having another pointer here. The first pointer will iterate over the first array. The second pointer will iterate over the second array. And with every iteration, I want to compare the element present at P1, the element which is being pointed by P1 and the element which is being pointed by P2. Whichever is smaller, I will put that in my final array. In my final array. Okay. Whichever is smaller, I will put that in my final array and I will move that ahead. So it will look something like this. The algorithm will look something like this. Initially, I'll have this empty array. Okay. Initially, let me write some code as well. Suppose I have these two arrays. Now I have a merge function. In merge function, I'll pass the two arrays. And then this merge function will return me the final answer array. And then I'll print this answer array. Okay. And now, here I'll have the merge function. We'll take both the arrays. Okay. Now my final answer array will have the elements of AR1 and AR2. So final answer array will be of length AR1 dot length plus AR2 dot length. Okay. Its size will be the sum of sizes of both the individual arrays. Now I'll have two pointers, both starting from 0. One will go over array 1, P2 will go over array 2. So while P1 is less than AR1 dot length and P2 is less than AR2 dot length. Okay. So while both of these pointers are iterating over both these arrays, what are we going to do? We will be comparing the elements. If ARR1 of P1 is less than or equal to ARR2 of P2, that means the element present in ARR1 is smaller. Okay. So if that is smaller, I will place, I also need an index that will iterate over the answer array. Okay. Iterate over the answer array. So ans of index is, if the element present in array 1 is smaller, then I'll say ARR1 of P1. And I'll increment index, I'll increment P1. Else, if this is not the case, that means the element present in array 2 is smaller. If that is smaller, I will put that in my answer array. So I'll say this. Okay. Okay. And I'll say plus plus index plus plus P2. Okay. That's it. So what is this code doing? this code is doing is, first I'm comparing, oh, 1 and 2, which is smaller? 1 is smaller, so I'll place here 1. Okay, here is my index. I placed here 1. So then I'll increment my index and increment P1. So here P1 moves ahead and I also moves ahead. Okay. Now again I'll compare this 3 with this 2. Remember, P1 moved ahead, but P2 didn't move ahead. P2 didn't move ahead. Now I'm comparing 3 with 2. 2 is smaller, so I'll place 2 here. Then I'll move this P2 ahead. And this IA ahead as well. Now I'll compare this 3 with this 3. It is less than equal to. So again my if condition is true, so I'll put this element here. So I'll again move ahead P1. And I'll also move ahead I. Again I'm comparing 7 or 3, which is smaller. 3 is smaller, so I'll put here 3. I'll move this P2 ahead. And I'll move this I ahead as well. Again I'll now compare this 7 with this 5. You see, P2 moved ahead, P1 was still at 7. So 7 with 5. 5 is smaller, so I'll place here 5. I'll move P2. And I'll also move I. I is always pointing at the next index in my answer array, where I'll be placing the next smaller element, next greater element. Okay. Now I'm comparing 7 with 6. Again, 6 is smaller, so I'll place here 6. Again, I'll move ahead P2. Then I'll move ahead I. Okay. Again, I'm comparing 7 and 10. 7 and 10. So now 7 is smaller. Okay. Now P1 is smaller. Now P1 is pointing to a smaller element. So 7 is smaller. So here 7 will come. So I'll move P1 to here. And my I will also move ahead. I will move here. Again, I'll compare 9 with 10. 9 is smaller. So 9 will come here. Again, I'll move P1 ahead. And I'll also move I ahead. So now you see that P1 is out of this array. P1 is out of this array. So if P1 is out of this array, this condition is now false. If this condition is false, that means the whole condition is false. If the whole condition is false, which means it will come out of this while loop. But it will come out of this while loop if either one of the array is over. The other array that is remaining, we have to place its elements in my final array. So here you see, array 1 got over, array 1 got over, but array 2 is still left. Array 2, here P2 is still in array 2, here. Still 2 elements are left. So now I need to place them here. 10 comes here, then I again moves ahead and P2 also moves ahead. P2 comes here and I comes here. Then this 11 is placed here. Okay. So the first while loop will get over if both of the arrays get over simultaneously, but that will obviously not be the case. One array will get over first. So the first while loop, this while loop will get over if one pointer reaches the end of the array. Now, whichever array is remaining, I need to place its remaining elements in my final array. So suppose ar1 is remaining. So suppose p1 is less than ar1 dot length. In that case, I'll just say answer of index is ar1 of p1 and plus plus index and plus plus p1. That's it. But suppose ar2 is remaining. ar2 is remaining. In that case, I'll put ans of indexes ar2 of p2. And I'll increment index and I'll increment P2. That's it, done. So what does this say? This while loop is saying keep on comparing the elements in both the arrays. Whichever is smaller, put that first in the final array. And this while loop will break if one of those arrays gets completed. So then these two individual while loops take care that whichever array is now left, its remaining arrays get placed in my final array. And then I'll return answer and that's it, done. Okay, so now if I run this code, you see perfect. I am getting the complete merged sorted array. Okay, so this is working perfectly fine for me. Great. So I hope you learned a new concept, you learned a new implementation of the two-pointer rule. And if you want to learn similar concepts and deep dive into much more complex problems, which are Leetcode medium, Leetcode hard level questions, then do join CodeKerdos, where I'll be teaching you such concepts and making you an expert in advanced DSA so that you can crack any company of your dreams.